Hi, I'm Cameron.
And I'm Roman.
And this is Parafries.
We're a pair of guys. Share some fries while we paraphrase in paradise.
Isn't it lovely?
What story are we paraphrasing today, my brother?
A little story about two brothers named Jacob and Esau.
Ah, Father Abraham.
Had many sons.
One of them was Isaac. Isaac is the dad of Jacob and Esau.
Starts with Isaac, and he finds this wife named Rebecca.
Yeah.
And here's the thing about Rebecca. She couldn't have kids.
Yeah, it happens a lot to women in the Bible, actually.
Yeah.
Couldn't have kids, says they're barren.
Yeah.
And they're really broken up about it because they've been promised lots of kids by God.
Rebecca does end up getting pregnant. A couple miracle children here. This is what God tells her. The Lord says this: the sons in your womb will become two nations. From the very beginning, the two nations will be rivals. One nation will be stronger than the other.
Ooh, drama.
And your older son will serve your younger son.
That's a hot prof.
Spicy prof.
Spicy prof.
Here's what we know about, the family relationship, the family dynamics back then. Oldest son, they run things, man.
They get the inheritance. They are the leader of the next generation. The oldest was more important. Let's just say it.
Yeah.
They were more important.
That's just how it happened.
I love all you kids the same, but my oldest, I love you most. That's basically it.
And so this was the prophecy. This is what was given about Jacob and Esau. Fast forward a little bit.
Whoa! Babies are on the way.
It's time. Well, Esau's born first. Esau comes out. The doctor's like, or whoever it is, not necessarily a doctor.
The midwife.
Somebody there was just like, why is it so hairy?
That's a hairy baby.
That's a very hairy. It's so red.
Is this even a human being? He kind of looked a little Curious George up in there, a little hairy monkey.
Covered in red hair.
I would have put it back, And then as little red-haired Esau is coming out of the womb, there's a little hand that comes out, grabs onto the ankle.
Let me go.
It's Jacob's hand.
Let me go.
He's like, I'm not letting you out. I want to come out first. But he doesn't.
Baby's already out. There's just a tiny hand.
So they name them accordingly. They name Esau hairy baby or something, whatever Esau
Whatever
means.
Esau means. Probably just like hairy little baby child.
And Jacob means?
Little deceiver, little trickster,
little cheater.
little cheater,
little cheater, baby.
One who trips someone else up.
Yeah, tripping the heel.
Maybe tripping.
And
all
so
the time.
that's the start of Jacob and Esau's tenuous relationship.
Fast forward a little bit, they start to grow up. Esau's a bit of an outdoorsman.
He's just like out there hunting stuff, making bushcraft shelters. And then Jacob, he's what we would call a mama's boy.
Yeah.
He just hangs out in the tent with mommy.
Yeah.
Cooking up stew.
Baking cookies.
Probably tending to the linens, There couldn't be a bigger contrast between these two characters. You got hairy outdoorsman, you got smooth-skinned mama's boy indoorsman.
It's true.
So one day Esau is out hunting for days. Not a wildebeest to be found.
Nary a rabbit.
And this whole time, Jacob's back at the tent, just cooking up some stew, just chilling.
Eating muffins.
Probably soaking in baths and stuff. And then Esau comes back from his hunt, famished.
I'm so hungry.
He is feeling it in his body. His stomach is growling and it sounds like this.
I'm so hungry.
He's being all like a little baby about it. I'm so hungry, I'm about to die. Old Jacob sees an opportunity. He's an opportunist.
Yeah.
He says, he needs food. I have food.
And he's just over there whipping.
I
He's
need a
just
birthright.
Whipping. He's
He has
whipping
a
that
birthright.
stew. Firstborn is the one that has the birthright. That's why it's their right by birth to everything that the father owns.
Father dies. The kid with the birthright gets everything.
Here you go.
The other kids probably just have to work for the older kid.
Everything the light touches
Is your kingdom.
And so Jacob is there whipping his stew.
Yeah, and Jacob wants that birthright.
Just stirring. He said, give me a
Jacob wants that birthright.
But he plays it cool. He's like, all
And
right.
Esau wants that stew.
And Jacob's like, okay, fine. You know what? Here's what you can do. I don't know. If you want this stew, just give me that birthright of yours.
You can have this delicious stew. Just give me that
And he just keeps on whipping it.
You don't even want it, do you?
Just stirring it.
And then Esau's like, what good is a birthright to me if I'm dead?
And Jacob's like, hey, you're probably right. That's probably true.
Let's make a trade.
This is good.
He probably had it spiced up with some cumin. Probably had a little paprika up in there.
Thyme, but the one that's not spelled T-I-M-E.
And it says it's lentil stew, so it's not even like, there's not even any beef in it. It's like a vegan stew.
For the ones at home watching, what's a lentil?
It's like a bean.
A tiny bean?
It's like a bean soup.
He sold his birthright over bean soup?
Yeah, he ends up, he's like, yeah, I'll do it. sells the birthright, eats the soup, gives in to his bodily flesh, wants to eat food, and he does, but he pays big price for it.
One whole birthright. That's a pretty big price.
Yeah.
I mean, their dad was pretty successful.
Yeah,
Right?
he was like a millionaire back then.
Like, he had a lot of goats. Esau just gave it all away for a little bit of bean soup. Ugh.
Cautionary tale.
That's just kind of how even the rest of their relationship goes. Jacob keeps on tripping him. Jacob keeps on deceiving him. Esau just keeps on getting the short end of the stick.
That's right.
Honestly. But that just goes to show you, no matter how hungry you are,
Never sell your birthright
for
for bean soup. But for French fries, let's have a conversation about it.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
See you next time.
See ya.